All right, we're here with the Emmaus boys basketball coach Steve Yoder following Emmaus' 48-43 win over Freedom. Emmaus improves to 14-3 overall, 9-2 in the Lehigh Valley Conference. Coach, you knew coming over here at Freedom it's going to be a tough environment, and your team battled all night and strong fourth quarter. Wound up winning a big game, handing Freedom only its second loss of the season.
I think they embraced the challenge. We talked a lot before the game about, as a competitor, these are the games you play for. These are the ones you talk about when you get older. And to embrace that noise, embrace that bitterness coming from the opponent's crowd. And I don't think it was, honestly, I don't think it was a huge factor. I think the kids led on the floor and worked their way through it really well.
After losing to Parkland twice this year and Easton once, two teams that could potentially be in the playoffs, you're playing an opponent tonight in Freedom that is likely to be in the playoffs as well. Did you really feel that this was not a must-win for your team, but it was important to get a win against a team like, a quality playoff team like Freedom?
Not so much, to be honest. It was one game, an important game, no question about it. The bottom line is we are trying to win our division, and this goes a long way towards doing that. And I'm not really caught up in we got to beat one of the big boys to compete. We know we can compete, and they're great teams, and they're great coaches, and we look forward to hopefully having the opportunity to play them. But our focus was just winning tonight, getting us a game closer to the LVC playoffs.
Can you talk about senior Greg Boble? Wound up with 11 points. Got two early fouls in the game, had to sit most of the first half, but when you really needed him to come through in the fourth quarter, he came up big for your team tonight.
Senior leader, captain, point guard. Our bench is phenomenal. He sits for, 12 minutes, and our bench picks him up, and then he comes back in and takes care of business in the second half. I mean, that's what your senior leaders and your senior point guard are supposed to do, and I feel he's the best point guard in the Valley, and I'm really lucky to have him.
All right, well, congratulations on the win, Coach.